In the fall of 2014, with some financial pushing from a longtime supporter, I learned how effective we can be using short, single-topic videos to teach people about the Constitution and nullification. So I decided to set up a fundraising drive to create a single series of videos to do just that, with a modest but still daunting goal of reaching 150,000 views for the entire project. I was, and still am today, so grateful for the outpouring of support as hundreds and hundreds of small donations came in and helped us break through our fundraising goal of $30,000. Now keep in mind, I'm not a professional filmmaker. I'm not an editor. I've never done anything like this before. But I could see that it had to be done, and it was up to me to figure out how to make it happen. I learned 4 memorable things along the way that I wanted to share with you today. First, the whole project was harder than I thought it would be. Way harder. When you want to do something of a professional quality, you quickly find out just what you don't know how to do. I started off learning how to do some basic video editing, motion graphics, and sound design. I took online courses, asked friends questions, watched tutorials, and spent long hours doing a lot of trial and error. It was a lot of work, but it paid off. The second thing I learned along the way is that I didn't have to limit myself to creating this one narrow project. I know it's important to teach people about nullification, where it comes from, how it has been used, and how to implement it today. But that's only half of what we do here at the TAC. We also teach people about liberty, about the proper role of government under the Constitution, and how those principles relate to what's happening in our world today. So over the summer, we kicked off what is essentially a second series of videos. Since June, every week we've released a new video on other topics important to the Constitution and liberty. We've covered specific clauses of the Constitution, current events like surveillance, the right to keep and bear arms, and the IRS. And we've even started putting out some really powerful personal stories about how individuals have stood up for liberty in the face of government power. The goal is to educate, inspire, and activate people for the Constitution and liberty. The most amazing part of that? Because the 2 series overlapped in what I needed to learn on the production end, the money you gave us last Christmas ended up enabling us to do not just 1, but 2 projects. We didn't need to do another funding campaign, and we essentially got a 2-for-1 deal here, more than doubling our impact. That led me to the third thing I learned. These videos are reaching a lot of people, far more than I ever expected. We're releasing our Nullify series to the general public like a TV show, one every Saturday, and it's gaining momentum. We've only posted a handful so far, but it will run through April 2016. They're already averaging around 10,000 views each. That puts us on path to hit 250,000 views on this one series alone. Add to that our other series of weekly videos and special reports, and we've already hit well over 300,000 views. 500,000 is definitely within our reach. The fourth thing I learned, we're definitely not done. We're going to turn that 500,000 into 1 million and more. Today, we're launching a new fundraising campaign so we can have the tools we need to keep this going. We're putting together Nullify 2.0, an important follow-up series to go even further into the history behind nullification and how to put it into practice today, because it couldn't be more important for people to learn how to advance liberty right now. Plus, we're going to continue with our weekly special report videos that we've been doing the last few months. We'll cover current events, views from the founders, and even nullification movement news. Get all the details of what we're doing and what we need to cover on this page. Thank you so much for putting your faith and financial support behind our work. Thank you for standing in the gap with us. Together, we're taking on the most powerful government in the history of the world. Whether it's in our lifetime or the next, together we're setting the foundation to ensure that liberty will win.